Most people rarely get to see the behind-the-scenes appraisal and offer a dealer makes on a coin collection. Now, obviously, if you brought coins into a coin shop, the dealer might have been in a little bit of a hurry. Maybe he didn't show you all the things that he did, and he put down some prices and things like that. But as a coin dealer, and in this video, I am going to appraise and make an offer on a lot of coins that was sent to me by Stacking Investments. His name's Doug, and I'm going to go down through the details in each pricing, and we're going to talk a little bit about current trends and appraise this Morgan Dollar collection. It has CCs, graded coins, ungraded coins, and some common coins, and some problem coins. So we'll cover the whole range of different values and conditions of coins. So first off, these are the tools of the trade that we use. Some of these are VAMs, but if you are interested in VAMs, then you come over here to VAM World. But I'm here to tell you that every silver dollar is a VAM. Either it's the normal dies, VAM 1, all the way up to VAM 100 if they have 100 for some of them. Some of them have 20, some of them have 10. But most of them don't add value unless they have a nickname. So the VAMs in this video don't particularly add much value. You might add $5 or $10 if you're selling it, maybe. Then you have NGC price guide, you have PCGS price guide, and then we also have, and you have to subscribe to this is the gray sheet, CPG, it's their retail. And then I also use eBay buy it nows or auctions if I can. I want to buy from like roundtable dealers and things like that, reputable dealers. And then I also would use, so those are the tools that I'll be using for this appraisal. So here's my little worksheet. If you come into the coin shop, this is what you would see. And we date it. Obviously, we take IDs and things like that. So anyway, I have my offers and my prices, and let's just take a look at these coins. Now this one, first one, is a 78cc, very fine details, and they determined that it was cleaned. And I don't disagree with that. It is a top 100 VAM 6, double leaves, and the thing is, though, is that when you look at VAMs on the price guides, if the price guides don't show a higher value for the VAM or even list the VAM, then it's not going to be worth more. So this one here sold at auction for $200. And the reason why I didn't go with NGC or PCGS or CPG is, one, it's NGC, so I'm not going to go with PCGS, but it's cleaned. So since it was cleaned, I went to the auction results and my sold auctions, and $200 was about the average for it. So I go with averages when I do this. Then I have a 78cc Mint State 61. Now this one does have a little bit of patina on it, some toning that's kind of pleasing, not too ugly, but a little darker than what I like. I love the reverse on it, but not too much on the obverse. But I went ahead and put down the $500 is what NGC has it listed at, and CPG had it listed at $468. Then we have the two ungraded, as you can see. We have a very fine clean and a very good 10. And this very good 10, this is original here, so it's a nice coin. And pretty much $200 for sold auctions. I go to sold auctions with ungraded coins. And I'll usually try to do the buy it now if I can, try to match what the coin looks like if I go to eBay or Great Collection or whoever I might use to determine what the sold value is. This one here has been cleaned. And it's retoned is what happened. That's why it looks like this. I'll take it out of the holder. And I'll tell you guys, some people roast you for not wearing gloves, but trust me, you don't want to wear gloves and handle a bunch of coins in holders because your gloves are going to get dirty immediately. Very quickly they'll get dirty. This coin here is a problem coin. And like I said, it did retone. These are not the cap dies. They don't have the little double CCs or anything on them. Then we have a 78S, and this one here was determined to be graded AU55 by PCGS, and PCGS has the AU55 listed at $72, CPG at $76. I use that just to give you an example of some of the discrepancies you'll see online, at least on some of the price guides. And then we have a 78S Mint State 64. Now this one is the kind of coin you really try not to buy. It's just too dark. I mean, it has, some people like this. Very few people, though, they'll want a discount. It's hard to buy a coin like this for the right price because it is a 64 and it does list for 150 in NGC and 292 in CPG. And I thought, why is that such a wide difference here? Why is there such a difference? So I went to the auctions and they're selling for $200, but they have to be white. So what I did was, for the sake of argument, I went ahead and decided that put the 150 down for this and probably a little more than what it's going to sell for. Then this one's another problem. This is a 80cc. And when you're looking at this coin, you can't tell me it doesn't look like it's cleaned. And that matters. That matters so much whenever you're trying to sell. I don't care if it's in the holder or not. People will buy this coin and not the holder. The fact it's an 80cc, it's very fine. I mean, I agree with that, but it looks clean. It's $325 is the retail in NGC, and I didn't even go any further on it because it just looks clean. It's going to be not an easy one to deal with. And then we have some really nice 83O. It's a VAM 30. It has a dash under 8, but it's a 64, which is just pretty common. The VAM doesn't really add much to it. It has a little toning here, a little stain there. But it is an overall nice coin and an old green holder, which matters a little bit too. And PCGS has that listed at $96. Then we have an 84O, and it's mint state 62. Very nice coin. I'd say choice coin for the grade. A little dot on the back there of a carbon spot, toning spot. But when we're looking at 62 in PCGS, it's actually supposed to be NGC. But anyways, $80 is what we're looking at 62. When you're over on PCGS and you're looking at this, you have to go to the 62 prices because they're not listed on the most used prices. So there is a little tab up at the top I've shown you before in other videos. Then we have an 84O, mint state 62, VAM 1 Annex. And I just went with auctions, sold auctions at $69. So it's in the old soapbox holder, has a good gash on the chin, but otherwise it's not a bad looking coin. Has a nice patina on it. And there's a lot of O over O's and all that for these. It's really common to find those. Then you have an 84. It's a VAM 7, slanted dash 8, under 8, double I. This is a really nice looking coin. And here's the reverse. And like I said, it has a couple marks across the eagle's breast, the feathers there. But as far as luster is concerned, a beautiful coin. And since the NGC holder, it's the $110 in NGC, and CPG was $128. But I go with the NGC because it was updated according to them today. It's supposed to be $515 on there. I put $5.5, but $515 is what the latest value is. So that's what I went with, is the 110. Same thing with the 1885 mint state 63. It's a nice coin. Went with $110. And since they're choice coins, you might be able to sell them for a little better than 110, but one like this, no. It's not toned very attractively to me. Some people might like that. It says VAM 6, high 6. Since it's a VAM, someone might pay the same price as they would for a white coin, but if you're not collecting VAMs and you see all those staining on it, that toning, it's not very attractive. But I didn't penalize it for what I did. I just paid the same as I paid for the bright white ones. And we'll talk about what my offer is here in a little bit. And then here's an 1886, a mint state 63. Even though it's a nice coin, looks the grade. You should be able to sell it for the same price as the NGC anyways. But anyways, it sold for $70 at eBay. I think it was where I found that. And then we have the 1887 mint state 64 VAM 20. PCGS has this listed at $135. I think that it's worth a little bit more than that possibly, but at least that. So I based my offer off that, and here's the reverse. It has a little bit of toning, peripheral toning at the top, and here's a little sticker for it. It's the Generation 2.2, December or January of 90. Now, if you want to know what generation your holder is, PCGS does have a Hall of Fame, or basically a a history. If you look on their website, just look up PCGS holders, holder history, or holder museum, and then you'll be able to see which holder you have. And that's kind of interesting. Some people do collect these holders. Then we have an 1888 VAM 1B Harrison Stage 2. It's a Mint State 62 coin. It is a nice looking coin. Now, I looked at auctions sold, and I found one in a yellow holder, not the blue, and it sold for $150. So that's a little more for a 62 than I'd want to pay, but since it's an 88.0, which can be a tad better, plus it has the VAM, looks like that VAM's got a little more value to it, so I went ahead and you go with the $150. Then we have a very nice 90cc, very good 8, all original, looks the grade, very nice coin. See, that's what a very good 8 would look like here. Has a little bit of the hair details and all that. These are great coins to have if you're trying to grade, to have examples of. This video helps you and help you grade coins too. I mean, it's not just about looking at how much coins are worth and what they look like in holders and arguing about whether they're great or not. Still yet, you can learn from this. So this one is $185, a PCGS, a 90cc scratched, and obviously $150 is what they're selling for. Basically, I don't know, it might even sell for less, who knows. And then you have the 190 on the, this one I think's been clean, but it looks original enough. Some people, this one looks original enough to me. I mean, it looks like it's retoned a little bit, but I mean, I'm going to go with just a problem-free grade for an ungraded coin. Don't see any other problems on it. No scratching or anything like that, I don't think. So basically $190, like I said. Then we're going to do this together. This was 1896 VAM 11 and an old Annex soapbox holder. Has a little bit of toning on it. I have no problem with the grade. So what we're going to do, we're going to write this down. 1896, and it's MS 62 and VAM 11. And we're going to go over to, first, I think PCGS is one of the quickest ways to look this up, see if they have anything listed. So we got 1896, MS 62, and I got stuff in my way here trying to type all this. And we're going to go VAM 11, hit search, and nothing has sold as a VAM 11 as far as a 62 in the 1896, but we do have an 88, and it sold for 114. That's a little more for, but see, it's an 88, it's different. So don't have anything over here. So it looks like 1896, there's a VAM 4 and a soapbox holder sold for 75 and 62, and there's an 88 VAM 11 that sold for 114. So it doesn't look like there's a 96. So we can go to Great Collections, and we can do the same thing and see if it comes up over here. And we'll put it in the keywords and see what happens, see if that works. It's searching. It didn't find any that way, so maybe I need to do it another way. Here, let's go to Silver Dollars. It drops down. We'll go to Morgan Dollars. And let's see if we can find 1896. I'll take this out, and we'll update. So we're going to find some, make sure we're looking, using the archives correctly. So it's not showing 96s. The most recent sales is what we want. So let's do the 1896 to 1896. And let's go with VAM 11. And it's showing VAM 11, 64, and 62 tones. So we do have a sold price from 2015. We just don't have anything that modern, anything that shows it really close. Here's an Annex. You're looking at, you know, low prices, 64. So I think, you know, for me, I need to go with whatever a regular 96 sells for without the VAM. So let's see what that price is. So we're looking at basically $65. So I'm going to go with 55 on it. So I'm going to go with $55 on that coin over here. So this is what I did over here. Here's my offers: $125, $400. I went with the 400 on it. It looks cleaned. I went with 110 here, 125 on the very good 10 78cc. I went with 50 on the 78S, 150. And what I did was the fact that there are some problem coins here and some darker tone coins. This is one of the reasons why I decided on some of these values. Plus, I kind of do a percentage. I'm kind of 70% of the retail or what they've sold for. I try to stay within that range. I went up a little bit on a couple of them, but the better ones, the nicer ones, the choice ones. But I try to stick with that. If you choose straight gray sheet wholesale, you're going to be a lot less than this. I went with the 64. I went with $70, $60 on the 62, on the 62 84.0 Annex. I went with 50. Went with $80 on the 1884. Basically, when you're looking at the 62 Annex, you're just kind of looking at a coin that's pretty much raw at that point. I mean, it doesn't matter what you have in the grading and all that. It's a 62. It's what we call a split grade. So $80 on the 63s NGC, same on these, all $80. 63 Annex went with 50 again. 105 on the 64 87. 110 on the Van B1B Annex, and which is a good deal for a Mint State 62 coin. And then $140 on the very good 8, and 90cc I went with, and the very fine 30, those two ungraded coins, I went with 140 and 100 because of the issues with this one and this one here. It's hard to tell what people are going to think of it. And then obviously I went with 55 on that. So the retail total, I went ahead and added that. I added this up before I added the 96. I forgot I was going to do that and show you kind of live. So I did $3,192 retail on it, and my offer is going to be $2,305. So if I make $700 on it, I might make $500, but I'm going to make at least $500 on this collection after everything, fees and all that stuff. You have to consider the time and the pictures and all that. So that's probably where I'm going to be at. So there you have it. There's a little appraisal. It's live. Hopefully you enjoyed this. So please hit that sub button if you're not subbed. Check and make sure you're still subbed to my channel and you're still getting notifications, clicking that bell. Please share this video. This video go out there and people can learn how coin dealers actually appraise collections and what we use in the tools of the trade. So thanks for watching and have a great day.